So we can say もみあげを残してください。前髪を残してください。前髪をここまで切ってください。後ろをここまで切ってください。横をここまで切ってください。Okay? Welcome in. This is Keen Reflex, and this is a space for you guys to practice your English and Japanese while enjoying video games. 皆さんこんばんは。キンリフレックスでございます。こちらは英語も日本語も練習しながらゲームを楽しめるところでございます。では今日の日本語英語の勉強を始めましょう。I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Are we ready? We're gonna start. I cut my daughter's hair with clippers. I don't know why he'd do that to his own daughter, but that's okay. バリカンで娘の髪を切りました。Okay, now depending on which you want to emphasize, you could say the sentence one of two ways. Often, most sentences can be said one or two or three ways in Japanese, but you could also have said, and I'm wondering, I would love for them to just tell me this is wrong and it's because they did it the other way. You could also say, 娘の髪をバリカンで切りました, right? The emphasis would just slightly change. And I think actually barikan de musume no kami o kirimashita is more natural for like not really emphasizing anything. The second sentence I just said would be more focusing on the I cut it with clippers and not something else. You're emphasizing that part, right? Anyway, but it would be translated in the same English. I cut my daughter's hair with clippers. We're gonna click OK. Good job.
もみあげは残してください。
I was talking over it. I didn't hear it. But let's look at the possibilities. And okay, we're talking about haircut. That's so funny. We got our haircuts yesterday. This is perfect. It's a butterfly. It's beautiful. It's a perfect theme. So momiage. I don't know why they split it into two. It is one word. Momiage is right here, right? The little part that can connect into your beard, right? It's under here. Which we call, it'll come to me. Okay, it looks like wa. O would have been fine too. This is emphasizing, when we use wa in a case like this, it's saying, I don't want you to leave other things, but as for the sideburns, thank you, TB. As for the sideburns, please leave them. It's emphasizing sideburns as compared to other things, right? So 残してください。
残してください。
If you would have said "o," it would have just been no emphasis. So they'd both be translated to "please leave the sideburns," but "wa" kind of emphasizes, I know I want you to cut a lot of other things, but the sideburns, leave the sideburns. You know what I mean? Okay. Please leave my sideburns, right? Okay. Okay, let's see. It seems like we're doing a lot of hair cutting stuff, so let's give you some vocab here. Barikan is, we call them clippers. Should I say electric clippers, or is clippers enough? What's up? What's up, dude? Okay. Momiage. Sideburns. I forget, is it? A few other words we can use. Maybe they'll pop up. Maybe they won't. Maegami. This is literally front hair. So it's a more obvious vocabulary than the English. Bangs. Right? If you heard front hair for the first time, you're more likely to understand what they're talking about than bangs, right? If you hear bangs for the first time. What else can we say? I mean, the rest of your hair, it's usually you just say yoko, ushiro, right? Yeah, bangs. Bangs, maegami. Okay, sorry.
辺りには誰もいなかった。
Okay. Leon Buzz. Okay, so atari is area. Okay. Daremo. Dare, as you know, is who, right? But if you add a mo to it, it means nobody. This is actually very interesting. It's not. I don't know if it'd be grammar. It's technically grammar, but we can think of it as vocab. So, let's do a few things. We have dare. We have nani. We have doko. We have what else? Okay, we're gonna just do these for now, right? So these are, hey Toshi, how's it going? So as you may know or may not, dare is who, right? Nani is what. Doko is where, and I'm going somewhere with this, I promise. Bangs isn't a style of cut, it's your front hair. It's bangs. The front hair is called bangs, sir. Why can't I type? Maegami, bangs. Front hair. You were silly, Pizza, and you and your shears and bangs. No, I believe you on the shears, but bangs is definitely front hair. So we can add mo, right? Daremo, nanimo, dokomo. 違うな。Dokomo is also a phone company, and so that's why it went katakana on me. Okay, so by adding mo here, nanimo, dokomo, now we have nobody, nothing, and nowhere. And a good point though to remember is, and maybe I should put it here. Where should I put it? You must add a negative. This sentence has to end negative. So nai or shimasen, tabenai. So yeah. So must end in negative. Okay, so this is very easy. We can easily change who into nobody, what into nothing, and where into nowhere using just adding mo. Daremo, nanimo, dokomo. Okay? Opposite. What is the opposite of this? We add ka. Same exact thing. Everything the same. Oops. Dareka, nanika, dokoka. Dareka, nanika, dokoka. Okay. And now we've got somebody. Some object. Somebody. Something. And somewhere. Right? So here we can easily change ku into nobody and then somebody by adding mo or ka. So dare, daremo, dareka. We can change what into nothing, into something by adding mo or ka. So nani, nanimo, nanika. And so for where, nowhere, and somewhere, we have doko, dokomo, dokoka. Okay? These are basics, but very important basics. Very useful. Okay? It's all about the fundamentals. I believe, no, never mind. Okay, so, atari ni wa So nobody, or sorry, in the area. Daremo, nobody, inakatta was there, right? Hey, Jazz, how's it going? Kin mo kinka. I don't think it works that way, Jazz. Welcome in. Simple enough.
もみあげを切ってください。
Oh, this guy's okay. It's the exact opposite of the other person. So, momiage. I still don't know why they put this into two parts. This is one word. And if you're going to cut it into two, I would cut it here. Momiage. But even then, you shouldn't cut it. It's one word. Momiage wo kitte kudasai.
ください。
Okay? So the last person said momiage o nokoshite kudasai. This one's saying kitte kudasai. The only difference is instead of nokosu, leave, we're saying kitte to cut. So please cut my sideburns. Okay? Makes sense.
そのネクタイは君の青いシャツによく似合うよ。
So let's actually add this since it seems that we're doing the kind of haircut theme. Let's say o nokoshite kudasai. Right? O nokoshite kudasai. Equals, please leave my, and then how do we usually do it in English? Like this, yeah? No, that's the wrong button. No, still the wrong button. Which key? Which kid? This one I always forget which is the under. Okay, please leave my. This is kind of pair with these ones, right? You can say momiage o nokoshite kudasai, please leave my sideburns. Maegami o nokoshite kudasai. Oh, I guess it makes sense. Leave it, like don't touch it. Okay? So we can also say, if you want them to cut something. And I'm gonna add this. They say nani o kitte kudasai. That's practical, but more often you're going to say this sentence. O koko made kitte kudasai. Right? O koko made kitte kudasai. And this is going to, why does that look so weird, that underscore? It's too close to that Japanese. Okay, let's put it this way. So, please, how do we say it? Please cut my, how do we actually say this in English? Cut my hair up to here? Right? Cut my, sorry, depends on what we're talking about, up to here, right? So, maegami o koko made kitte kudasai would mean please cut it right up to here, right? Koko made kitte kudasai. Ushiro o koko made kitte kudasai. That's how we're usually explaining things, right? You know what? Should I add this? I'm going to add this because we're talking about hair, and even though it's not the word for the hair, it's what we say when we're talking about the hair. So I'm just going to say ushiro, right? Ushiro means, it can mean behind. In this case, it means the back. Not your back, the back, right? And then yoko. Yoko means side or sides. And when we're explaining hair, we would also say this. Ushiro nokoshite kudasai. Ushiro koko made kitte kudasai. Okay. And then yoko. When we're talking about not your sideburns, but just the sides themselves, that's what we say, yoko. Okay? So you can use all of these, except for clippers, in these two sentences, right? So we can say, momiage o nokoshite kudasai. Maegami o nokoshite kudasai. Maegami o koko made kitte kudasai. Ushiro o koko made kitte kudasai. Yoko o koko made kitte kudasai. Okay? Then we went over. We have three of the main 5 question words, right? Who, what, when, where, and why, right? This doesn't work for when and why. Well, there's a reason for why when is interesting. I'll talk about when next time. But, well, should I add it? So oddly enough, itsumo doesn't mean never. It means always. So that's why I didn't write it, because it doesn't follow the pattern. But I'm going to add it here. Itsuka does mean sometime. Itsuka. Sometime. And then this is what do we call reigai? Somebody reigai. What do we say reigai? So I'm going to add itsu here. Me forgetting English again. Exception. Thank you, Jad. Wow. Impressive, sir. Impressive. So this is an exception to the pattern because I'll go ahead and write it here. Itsumo actually means always. It is very hard. So this is kind of I'll just put a star here. Oops, why did that erase my E? Just so you pay attention, this doesn't follow the pattern. Itsumo, even though it's when, it becomes always. Actually, itsumo yatte nai. It can be, okay, actually, depending on if it's negative, it can mean never, actually. Itsumo yatte nai. Or always. Okay. But if it ends in a negative, like we were talking about, itsumo would be never. Okay? So yeah, follow the pattern. Dare, who? Daremo, nobody. Dareka, somebody, right? Nani, what? Nanimo, nothing. Nanika, something. Doko, where? Dokomo, nowhere. Dokoka, somewhere. Itsu, when. Itsumo, never. Also always. Itsuka, sometime. Not sometimes. Itsudemo is anytime. Dokodemo. Would you like to add those to the list? We can add those to the list. They're kind of, let's add them here. Do we still have space? I don't know if we have enough space. So, we can add them here. This might have been smart for me to add this in the beginning, yeah. We can also say, daredemo, nandemo, not nanidemo, be careful. Nandemo. You probably can't see anymore. I'm going to figure out how to pull this up. Maybe next lesson. But this fits so well with the theme. How can I pull this up more? Okay, well. Oh, you know what? Nope, I can't do that. So, daredemo, nandemo, itsudemo. Dokodemo. Dokodemo. Itsudemo. Those don't fit, do they? Okay. I save them on my computer because I put them on YouTube, Jazz. Not every single one, but I could put them in Discord. That's actually a good idea. I still have them all saved, so I could easily upload all the ones we've done already. You made a really good point, and I do want to add it. I'm just trying to figure out how to fit the space in. So daredemo would mean whomever, right? Nandemo would mean anything, right? Whoever. Is it whoever? Oh my goodness. Dokodemo is anywhere. And you probably can't see this, but itsudemo. Leon, stop playing with that, please. Itsudemo is anytime. Yeah, I might go ahead and review what we studied today. Okay. Because we gotta wait 3 minutes for you guys to vote anyway. So we talked a lot about of hair, going to get your hair cut, vocabulary, and words, and which is all up here. And then we also have these basically really useful ways to change the 4 or 5 question words into several other words very easily, right? I'm actually going to mainly go over this because this is super useful. So we have dare is who. You can add a mo onto this, becomes nobody, right? So daremo. Dareka. So ka makes it somebody. Daredemo, adding demo makes it whoever, right? Same pattern with what? Nani, what? Nanimo, nothing. Nanika, something. Nandemo, anything. Same pattern for this. Doko, where? Dokomo, nowhere. Itsumo, never. Also can be used always if you don't end it in a negative. Dokoka becomes somewhere. Dokodemo becomes anywhere. So then same thing. Oh wait, why did I say itsu? Okay, I forgot my pattern, but you get it. You get it, right? Okay. どうも、キンリフィックスです。動画の最後まで見てくれてありがとうございました。内容が気に入られた方はチャンネル登録よろしくお願いします。I also encourage you to follow me on Twitch to chat or watch me live. The link is in the description below.